Hello YouTube, how's it going? Today we're going to be taking a look at the new, well, this is one of the first in this line, the first release from the Superitron mini set from Zeta Toys, and this is 16 plus. So, getting right to it, we're going to look at the box, and you got this really nice picture of what they're calling Downthrust, but we all know it's Skydive, looking really nice in this artwork. It's a little bit blurred here, I guess, for the effect of it flying. It kind of throws me off a little bit. It kind of looks soft, fuzzy. Got some schematics on this side of his jet mode, schematics of his robot mode on the opposite side. And then on the back, we have some images of him in his robot mode from the front, the back, his jet mode, opening cockpit, and he comes with weapons. So these boxes are really nice. They feel very premium. And then they come in a foam insert. So it's a really nice foam insert. And I think Zeta does this with all of their figures. Very nice foam insert that it comes in. And so the figure is actually sitting here, and then the weapons sit in these two small slots here on the sides. Putting this back into the box, we're going to move right along and take a look. His instructions, these are not the best instructions. They're by far not the worst, but they're not very good in some points. Like this just shows to pull these straight out, and it doesn't work like that. And then there's some other things that it doesn't really do a good job at pointing out. But anyway, I'm gonna take a look at the figure itself, and here he is in his jet mode. Let me move the camera a little bit. Very nicely done jet mode. Nice panel lining all along. Lots of little greebling details. These lightning bolts are painted pretty well. You don't see it very well where yellow is painted on black well. On this side, they probably could have sprayed it a little heavier. And then, of course, this is painted blue with the yellow lightning bolt on it. The cockpit does open on all of the figures except for the silver arrow, silver bolt. But anyway, cockpit opens, you get some nice little detailing in there as well, just as a small feature. They're just from the bottom, so you can see it's just a robot folded up underneath the jet, which is kind of the par for the course for the aerial bots, and most jet transformers for that matter. Yeah, he looks nice. Definitely looks the part of Skydive. So it doesn't roll, and there's quite a bit of die cast, so this does have a fair bit of weight. We have die cast here in what will be the robot shins as well as the chest, and I want to say that the hip skirts here, just these two front hip skirts, are also die cast. I want to say they are. So yeah, pretty cool. Transformation is it's fairly straightforward. There's not a whole lot going on here that's too surprising. Basically, it's just the original G1 transformation with a few extra steps. Basically, the back becomes the legs, this and this become the backpack, the arms fold out from the side, and the wings fold onto the legs. So it's pretty much everything you're going to be used to. So to start off, we're going to rotate the wings up like so. And you can kind of bring them back a little bit and then fold the wing back. Actually, before that, I want to show you can attach the guns underneath the wings if you see fit. It's very tight, but they will fit. I don't do that often. I actually display him in combined mode, so anyway, fold these wings in half now, and you can take this little piece and flip it around the back like that. Fold these back as well. And this doesn't clip in super securely, so it does want to come out easily, but that's alright because we're getting ready to do that anyway. I'm going to flip the feet out now, just to get them out of the way. And on this guy, he has this section here that covers over the arm, so you do want to pull these panels up. They detach from what will become his back, and detach, and they're on these little like jigsaw tabs. And then you want to split the legs apart and pull them out, and they will click into place securely. And then just fold this panel down on a double hinge, and then rotate the wing and fold it flat against the side of the leg. Same thing on the other side. We're going to go ahead and pull this out, snap it into place, fold this down, snap it in, fold this around, lay it flat. Coming up to the back now, we're going to actually come under here and pull these two pieces apart. It's easier done with nails. If you have like a spudger tool, I definitely advise using it in that portion. But pull those apart and out like that. That'll give you clearance to get the armature out. And kind of just pull those out right now for the time being. Bring out the arms, and it will fold this flank panel out with it. Just pretty cool. Let's fold out the arms, and it folds out that flank panel. Pull the arms until it clicks into place, and then flip out the hands. So pull on the forearm until it clicks into place and flip out the hand. Then we're going to take this and fold it up like that. Take this one, and you want this one to be down, this one to come up, and you want this to have these two notches over these two tabs here. And these are very tight connection. Let's see if I can pull it away, and there you go. So you kind of almost want to do it like that first, and then bring it down into place. There's the body pretty much done. You will bring the arms down at the shoulder, and then open up this piece on the chest, flip out the head, bring it back up, and then rotate the head around so he's facing the correct direction. And there is Downthrust, aka Skydive, in his robot mode. And he's pretty cool. Looks really nice. He can hold his weapons. These are really tight fits as well. So you want to be very careful with how tiny these pieces are, especially when pulling it back out. But he can hold his weapons, which is nice. He can hold both. They're both identical. Not a whole lot of detail. I think they're the least detailed of all the weapons in the set. And they're both identical, like I said. Articulation-wise on this figure, his head's on a ball joint, so he can go all the way around. He can look up, down and look up quite a ways. His shoulders are on a hinge and swivel. So it swivels 360 here, hinges out to 90 degrees. It doesn't go any higher than that. And this is just on a mushroom cap, so it can come off easily if you apply too much pressure. He has 90-degree bend at the elbow, as well as a bicep swivel all the way around. And then the hand can go in and out due to transformation. He has a waist swivel. No ab crunch on this figure. A couple of the other ones do have ab crunches, but he does not. And then you can bring up these little waist flaps, and these pieces are die cast. The chest is die cast, these two little pieces are die cast, and then the shins are die cast. And you can bring his one leg out that far, the other leg can come out that far. The backpack gets in the way. If you kind of put it off to the side a little bit, you can get all the way back. And then all the way out to the sides, and then some. He has an and those are unhinged swivels. He then has a swivel on the thigh, as well as 90-degree bend at the knee, and then the foot can go down, can go up, and rock to the sides, as well as pivot because it's on a ball joint. So yeah, it's pretty cool. This hand went in on its own. Pretty cool little guy. So he is part of a combiner, of course. So to transform him from this mode into his leg mode, we're going to go ahead and start by just kind of pulling this whole assembly out. Sorry, got the little bit of hiccups all of a sudden. What am I doing? Just pull this out like that. Bring the arms up, collapse them, fold them in. Arm up, collapse, fold it in. Rotate his head, bring this back, put his head in there. And then there's a small tab that will tab in if you have it in the right orientation. There you go. His is kind of finicky right there. Anyway, now you can bring down the arms and tuck them into the body like so. The next thing you're going to do is go ahead and collapse the legs. They're a little bit tight to get that. You can get that to compress. Yes, you can bring this whole assembly back if you want, and then bring up these panels so that they can meet around this tail piece like so. And you want to bring that back down, and then we can bring these two down and tab the legs in together in the middle. And just kind of compress everything, and that's how you want it to be. Rotate the foot now and tuck those in. And he is ready for the combine mode. So yeah, that's pretty cool. In the next video, we will cover the second figure in the set, which is Sky Strike, aka Air Raid. And we will continue along until we've got this combiner completely reviewed. So stay tuned for the next one, and until next time, till all are one.